Hey girl, you got time to talk? Because I got some things I want to get into. Okay. First of all, let's get into Miss Mulatto and 21 Savage. Because it's a hot ass mess. Can we talk about it? I mean, and here on this channel, we're going to call her what her name is Miss Mulatto. Okay. And then she tried to revamp it to call her Lotto. I'm always going to be on her neck. I'm not going to let it become a pass. Okay. So let's just get into it. She came out on the Shade Room with this video, her in her nice, cute pink car with all of them freaking kids in the back seat. Talking about Big Mama, 5 kids, and then you see the kids in the back. So the wife, Kiana or Kenyatta, was recording the video. She is the mother of his 3 kids. The other baby mama, who is the mother of, I guess, his daughter or one of his daughters or whatever, she was there also, laughing and kikiing along with her. So you got the newest baby mama driving, and then you have the kids in the back, and then you have the wife recording, and then you have baby mama number 2 on the side of the car. What the hell? What's going on? Okay, because can we can we stop pretending like this is just not a circus? I look at this like I look at Chris Brown and his situationships, relationships, broken homes he's making. I look at this the same way I look at Nick Cannon and his situationships, house ships, and whatever bullshit he got going. I look at this the same way I look at Cam Newton and Jasmine, and that was weird and chaotic. He's got 9 kids. Why are we praising this? So I think what happened was Big Mama got tired of everyone dragging and ragtagging that ass all on the internet. That's what I think happened. And she had to make a call to 21 Savage, and 21 Savage had to talk to his wife, his wife, because whether or not it was for a green card or not, uh, that's still his wife. Like, I don't care. You've been a US citizen long enough. It's time for you to like divorce her and be with me, right? But they never leave the wife. That's the thing, mulatto. They never leave the wife. They never do. Okay, so anyway, after that video, there shows another video of them all together eating out, you know what I'm saying, all copacetic, pictured up with each other, you know, all these pictures and stuff. Then baby mama number 2 gonna sit there and come out and be like, I'm not the wife. She really said this, girl. Yes. Talking about, I'm not the wife. I'm just the baby mama number 2 of the daughter. That's what she kept specifying. I guess he has all sons. And, you know, baby mom number 2 has the daughter. Whatever. Like, who cares? It's a mess. I ride this so hard because I'm going to make sure we give the same energy to Miss Mulatto that I see a lot of women giving to Miss Claressa Shields. Yeah, let's switch it over a little bit. Claressa Shields is messing with a married man, Papoose, who I guess is legally married or whatever, or they're divorced or whatever. We don't really fully know their situation, just like we fully don't know the situation with Miss Mulatto. But what I do know is that we constantly it's a double standard. I hate it. I hate it. But like today on the Shade Room, they're gonna sit there and post Claressa Shields getting in the pool with Papoose. And everybody's like, well, she looked manly and oh, you know what I'm saying? She jumped in the pool like a man, you know, just kind of like joking on her and joking on her looks and stuff like that. And, you know, trying to shame her for still fucking with Papoose. But then if you go and look at the situation with Miss Mulatto and the sister wife situation that she's currently put herself into, it was a choice to put herself into this situation with this married man. And they're talking about, oh, she's so beautiful, and she look happy. Like, why y'all not he's not married, why y'all not happy that people can co-parent? Because the shit is dumb as hell. This shit is dumb as hell. That's why. What the hell? There's no way you're going to sit there and talk my head off in all your songs talking about big mama, no kids, you know what I'm saying? All of this, all of that. And then you sign up to be a sister wife. You signed up from having big mama, no kids, to big mama, 5 kids. Please. And now you think piecing up with the wife is making it look better? Oh, Miss Mulatto, please. It's not doing anything like that. It's actually making it worse. And I'm gonna stay on that neck about it. I'm gonna stay on that neck about it. You know what I'm saying? And at least with Claressa Shields, she be out with Pat. And Pat be in her photos, Pat be in her pictures. I mean, listen, you had 21 Savage in your baby shower video, your baby shower vlog, which was very cute. The vlog was very cute. Okay. I mean, like, I'm gonna give the ones when the ones are there. The vlog was cute. But like, no. So anyway, let's move on. She says that she was retiring um May 29th, which will be this Friday. That is when her album is coming out. And I'm happy about it. I didn't really listen to her a lot, but I do like some of her songs, you know what I'm saying? But go be with your baby. You have a lot of other things that you're going to be juggling, sweetheart. And, I see a lot of people talking about, oh, what you going to retire for? She just got here. She's been in the game for about 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And, she might want to branch out and do other things. I personally can see Miss Mulatto being an actress, or seeing her being like an influencer or a family influencer, since she's already kind of putting her foot in YouTube right now. So that's what I can see. I can see her doing actually pretty well in that too. And that seems more genuine. She seems like a nice girl, but I'm not coming off that, because no. And I think she should rebrand. Same with Claressa Shields. And I keep talking about them interchangeably because they are kind of one side or two sides of the same coin. Is that how that saying goes? You know what I'm talking about, girl. Because it just seems they're both women who are extremely successful. Miss Mulatto, I'm not talking about that much, but successful enough to where she's made a name for herself. Okay, she can take care of her mama, take care of them 5 kids, her sister, and 21 Savage living with her. Ooh, girl. So, and then same with Claressa Shields. I mean, by 21, she had 2 Olympic medals. She has an awesome story. But why do women who are in this type of um that are so successful go for these type of men? Is it because that they're thinking that they didn't fulfill a certain hoe phase? It's not all it's cracked up to be, trust me. Do they feel like they need to get a certain bad boy fixation out of them because they've done everything right to get where they are? And so they feel like they need to let loose. I feel like that's what it is for the most part. But I mean, damn, girl. I do think Claressa might have she might be a little delayed, just because maybe she's been fighting since 15. That's prime development time. I do think she might be slightly delayed, so she might not know when people are laughing at her, which is why, as a boxer, I guess you have resilience and tough skin. But I just think that I just wanted better. And that's the main thing that eats at me. Like, yeah, I'm going to drag it. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it, definitely. I'm not judgmental, but I do judge some certain actions that I just wouldn't do. I've dated the bad boy, and it, he had the kids and he had the persona, and I've done that a couple times. But I ain't have no damn babies. Please, oh my gosh, you did what? We going right to the stove. You did what? Oh, and I'm what? I'm actually going to spend that 500. What are you talking about? As soon as I find out, oh my gosh, as soon as I find out I am having an unwanted pregnancy, Kobe Bryant will be, well, never mind. You know what I was about to say. So, yeah, I'm just kind of disappointed in these girls. You know what I'm saying? But I love me some, instead of them worried about these girls, like, I like me some Mona Leo. Mona Leo? Oh my God, I love her. You know what I'm saying? Now, there was a little scandal talking about her dude was cheating on her. And it's not her dude, that's her husband. Yeah, she got married and everything. That's her husband, baby. And I think she got a kid. They have a kid together. So, like, anyway, it was a little scandal talking about he was cheating, but she cleared that up, talking about oh, he ain't cheating, girl. He is right here in between my butt cheeks. And I was like, okay, girl, because, rewrite at dawn for you. So, yeah, I'm just a little all over the place, girl. It's been a long day, and I've been wanting to say something about this for a while. So, yeah, that's it with Miss Clarissa and Miss Mulatto. I want these ladies to do better with their decision making going forward, and tighten up. But like I said, her album, Miss Mulatto, her album is coming out Friday, and she has some good features up there. She got her, of course, her baby daddy, 21 Savage, and then she has Sexy Red. Oh my gosh, I'm tired of Sexy Red. Lord have mercy. Okay, I mean, because sometimes it really helps the song, and then sometimes it really doesn't. And like, I'm not really, I'm not interested in hearing Sexy Red. Like, she was on Drake's little trio album drop, and like, oh my gosh, sometimes I'm just like, why? It doesn't really add anything. It's just like for shock value, I think now. And she's got some, and Mariah the Scientist and Tiana Taylor. Now, I'm interested in hearing that Tiana Taylor collab with her. I wonder how that's going to be. Miss Mulatto has some good bars sometimes. I don't listen to all her music. Like I said, I listen to some of it. But yeah, um, that's that on the girls. Let's move over to the other light skinned bandit, Drake. Oh my gosh. Well, Drake, he came out with his 3 albums. I want to say maybe a week ago, 2 weeks, going on 2 weeks now. Iceman, Habiti, and Maid of Honor. I finally did listen to some of the songs up there. Janice, Shut the Fuck Up. I like Dust. I like, those are the only songs I really listen to. I do listen to Cheetah Print with Sexy Red on it. And I turn it off right when she comes on. I mean, of course, if I have me a couple shots of a Casa Frico and a rum punch to, chase it back, I'm going to be shaking my ass to that. But I'll turn on some Nokia and Rich Baby Daddy, before I do that, before I listen to Cheetah Print. But I do like how fun the song is. I haven't listened to Maid of Honor. Oh my gosh. It's just a lot of music to consume. And even if I do have the time to do it, I'm just not going to. But anyway, I brought him up because he broke Michael Jackson's record for like highest selling or highest streamed and stuff like that. Here's my thing. I don't give a damn about that stat. The world has so many stat patterns. I am over that, okay? Like, there's an award for this. There's a record breaking for this. There's a record breaking for this. There's a record breaking for this. I just think it's a participation award. And I don't think it matters. It doesn't have the same impact as it did when Michael Jackson did it. Duh. I mean, I there are certain things that they were done before the new age of technology that still stand the test of time. And I don't, and he did it with one album. Do you understand me? And he did it with no streams. These are pure physical sales. Do you understand? They are going to go get um, this vinyl, this CD. Like, they are going to do that, and it lasted for 30 years. So, like, I just, I don't know. I just don't think it holds as much weight, and I do think that this person, Aubrey, coming into our culture as a biracial or as a, a dude who has the ability to tap his toe in our culture and tap it out whenever he wants to, should not be the leader of music. I don't believe it. I won't believe it. Call me a hater, call me anything. I don't give a damn. I don't believe it. I don't trust it. And it wasn't that good. I'm not going to be blowing smoke up your ass, okay? Like, it wasn't that good. I do like that. I like somber Drake. I like, you know, Drake who I can sing a song to while I'm, maybe puffing a little bit and feel myself. I'm just not, I wasn't feeling it and I don't like it. And then on top of that, girl, let me tell you what else he did. Oh, let me get my damn lighter. Because he didn't piss me off a little bit, a little beige bandit. He didn't piss me off a little bit, sis. Let me tell you what he did. So I looked on the shade room today and he gonna sit there and post this horrid picture of Mike Jack. Okay? He had the cornrows in his hair and he was all iced out. I'm sure you've seen it already. I'll give you a second to go look on the shade room. Let me spark this. Yeah, you see it? Like, it's just the audacity sometimes. And if there's one thing, no matter what race they are, no matter what ethnicity, no matter, their mama's boy, their daddy's boy, whatever, they're still the freaking man. And what a man has the most out of everything in the world is audacity. It's audacity. Because why would you ever think that foul of a picture is suitable? And that's another thing. I'm tired of y'all playing with Michael Jackson like this. I'm tired of that. Things like that kind of piss me off because, first of all, he already had the freaking what do you have, sis? He already had the glove. Michael Jackson's custom glove. His custom glove. It's signed and everything. Are we serious right now? And so he has that on the cover. And then, of course, the White House used it as a symbol for MAGA. Are we serious? And he didn't even go and denounce it. Can't say I'm surprised. I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm just like, damn, Aubrey, I'm a little bit disappointed. I had at least a little bit of faith in you. It's just annoying. And then, like, if you're going to use AI photos, if you're going to sit here and wreck the environment and use it, at least let the photos and the pictures be good. They don't even be good half the time. They just look terrible. I'm just, what happened to originality? Oh, it's just so annoying sometimes. Maybe I'm just being a little bit too passionate about it, but I'm just like, this is my culture. This is a part of me. You get what I'm saying? Just because you have a mural on your back of every person you fantasize about, you freak, doesn't mean that you're valid. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. And then, girl, let me tell you what else I've seen. I saw that he had bought some underwear, personal underwear from Michael Jackson. It was like $386,000. Now, I am not a journalist. I just seen that when I was gathering some tea, so I can come and talk to you. But all I'm saying is, that is what I saw. Go look it up. I'll get back to you if that's true. But that's what I saw. I wouldn't put it past him, freak. I wouldn't put it past him. He's weird like that. Like, you've never met Aaliyah, but you have her face on you. I don't understand. Everything I think about him just seems to be ungenuine. And you know what else? When he started to cater, when he started to cater to just men and not women, the men will come when you cater to the women. They will come. But it's just his sound changed and it just seemed not genuine. Yeah, I would make the jokes and be like, yeah, Drake is a little soft. Look at him, a little weird beige bandit dork. But I'm like, yeah, I love his song. Take Care. Karaoke. Good ones. What is that one? You know what I'm talking about. Teenage Teenage Fever, I think. I might not know the names, but I got it on my phone. Marvin's Room. Oh my gosh. But we're never going to get that back. We're never going to get that back. And I've mourned that years ago. But you know his little crody, his little, his little piece of flubber ass, DJ Academics. I ain't going to talk about him that bad. I do listen. I know, sis. I know. But I do listen to DJ Academics. I enjoy, he is funny. And I really got into um, his page um more intensely when the battle was happening. Oh my gosh, he was on fire. He was on fire. And a lot of the things, I was watching the chat and watching. I mean, what a time. What a time to be a hip hop fan. What a time to be a black hip hop fan, too. Oh, yes. But anyway, I brought all that up to say, Drake flew him out for the drop of his concert, right? Bought him a little OVO chain, right? And little DJ Academics was excited. Well, ever since then, of course, ever since years ago, he's been compromised. But ever since then, he's just been on Drake's dick. I mean, all on that thing. What is going on? Talking about oh yeah, um, there's people there's people taking pictures of the house, of the embassy, because I guess they're looking for the Grand Wizard. I am not too versed in this topic, but the only part I am versed about is that he said that Drake has more than one kid. Huh? Now, I believed it when Kendrick said it in the beef. I don't think that like he's a liar, right? I don't know him. But I just kind of have a feeling that the man who has a child by a porn star might have more than one kid out there. Yeah. That's not hard for me to believe. So what he said was, sis, he said this, that there's people outside taking pictures of the embassy, which is Drake's home, and they see someone there, and it looks like an older girl. Not old enough to be Drake's type, but old enough to be Adonis's sister. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah. They're thinking that that's his little lost daughter that Kendra was talking about. I wouldn't put it past this. So, um then he was talking about like the Barbs have to surround Nicki because I guess there's a stalker out, the same stalker who took these pictures, going after Nicki Minaj too. And you have to be careful summoning the Barbs like that because they will like assemble. Assemble as a human chain around Nicki's around her home to protect her. And then she actually ended up going to what's it called? She actually ended up going to Elon Musk's rocket takeoff or whatever. Um, she's Nicki MAGA now, and as a Nicki fan, it really breaks my heart to have to like diss her from time to time. But she looked cute. She looked cute, and then she changed her outfit. She had the pink bob again. Ah, Babiana. I loved it, but I just miss Nicki so much in this rap game. Like, I just be listening to her old songs because I just can't really support her now. But it's just, when I see her, I still just get giddy sometimes. Say, girl, please drop a little something. And I'll just go back and listen to Seeing Green. I'll be okay. Moving on, sister. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I've been wanting to say this for a while. I think we all are over the boy mom situation, right? Like, we all know how boy moms are and how they act. So, I work in healthcare. I'm a CNA. I love my job, right? But I see a lot of things that make me think about how they can be prevented now. And, I just had a resident, and, she didn't have any daughters, right? So of course she's an older woman. She didn't have any daughters. And I was showering her, and she was just like, wow, you touch me like, like your touch is exactly how I need, because you're a woman. I was just like, yeah, I'm a girl. I know how to wash myself, so I wash you the same. And she was just like, well, my sons are just so rough with me. And that just made me think, she was telling me more about, how she cared for them, and she was so anything they wanted. And, she would help she would get in between of relationships. At first she said help with relationships, but afterwards she had told me that she would get in between of their relationships, and maybe she shouldn't have done that because they're so mean to her now. And it's just, I asked her, like, she didn't know what a boy mom was. This is an Asian woman. She didn't know what that was, but she was like, she was very tentative to her, or attentive. What the hell? Attentive to her sons. And they do take care of her, but it's almost like with a side of resentment because they have to stop their lives to take care of her. And I just want to say to that, that's a sad ass story right there. But it made me think that, I wonder, do these boy moms understand that sometimes you do too much, right? And you think that keeping him close to you, your son, or in other words, your sunbend, right? Which is your son and husband. You know what I'm talking about, right, sis? It's their sunbend. Okay. They get older. And the more you do, eventually they will want you to back up. Okay. And when you don't back up, and you still constantly want them by your side, and still intruding and embedding yourselves in their lives, overstepping the boundaries, they do end up resenting you. And so when some women are like, my son's going to take care of me in the nursing home, huh? There are plenty a day where I've walked into the facility and this woman has her one son who she, bosom fed all the way up until his 50s. And he only visits her maybe once a year. And it's not even on her freaking birthday. Some random ass day. Do you get what I'm saying? They'll drop you off in there and leave you there. Or, I mean, this dude, now he does have some health issues, okay? But like, it's not like how his mother is. And, I felt bad when I had to leave her because, I was only with her for a small contract. I felt bad because, you know, she really regrets some of the things that she's done to make him treat her like this. Now, is she telling me the whole story? I don't think so. There's some filler in there. There's some things I'm missing. There's both sides or whatever. But you can see hurt in a woman's eyes. You understand? And, you know, my takeaway from that was there's nothing wrong with being a boy mom, quotes. However, I don't know, just treat them to be decent. And you need to understand and have boundaries. You know? Yeah. When she was like, I did anything, and like sometimes got in the way of their relationships, and I did this, and I did that, and I did this. And so And I kind of felt for her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt for her a little bit. Mm. Yeah. Well, let's see. Oh, let's move on to some movies. Have y'all been to the movies lately? I think the last time I went was. Oh, when was I went? Oh my gosh, I went with my family. We went to go see Avatar 3. It was actually absolutely terrible. Oh, it was so bad. I hated it. I hated it really bad. Um, the Avatar movies aren't good. They're not good. They're pretty to look at, excuse me, but they're not good. It's actually the same story over and over and over again, just in different um elements. So they have like written out 6 other movies, but that's not even why I brought that up. I brought it up because I'm going to the movies this Tuesday, girl. And I'm gonna go see Is God Is or Boosters. I think I'm gonna go see Boosters first because Is God Is with Vivica Fox, who when I was a girl used to call Visa Fox. She's in it. And that man actor who Sterling Brown. Oh baby. I love Sterling Brown, man. That is a good actor right there. That is a good, strong black man. I really like Sterling Brown. I really enjoyed the passion in his eyes, the intensity of it. I like how he walks, and I like how his hands are spread out when he walks. I also like Jamie Foxx's hands when they spread out, when they, um, what is it? When he walks. But anyway, Sterling Brown is in Is God Is. And I think Janelle Monet, she's in it also. And another woman, I think the woman from what's the name? The woman from Candyman. Ooh, I ain't saying that no more. But yeah, that woman, she's in it as well. So I actually might see that, but I think that might be a little bit more emotionally jarring for me, or I don't know if I want to deal with that right then. But Boosters, on the other hand, has Kiki Palmer and Lakeith Stanfield. Um, I like Kiki Palmer. I like her in movies. I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews about this movie. She's not good in it, and then people saying she's so good in it, which means okay, she's decent, just like everybody else in it. And I like Kiki Palmer. One thing I can say is that her personality, I do think, is fake as hell. Um, but when she acts, I do think she's genuinely that person. And I think that's just because she's a chameleon. But I just think her skin that she wears, um, like what we see on threads and stuff, I just think it's kind of fake. I ain't gonna lie. She does a lot. I think it's fake. But I still like my Aquila and the Bee. But yeah. I'm still gonna check it out. And Lakeith Stanfield. Well, first things first, let's get it out the way. He doesn't take care of his kids. So I can only lust for him so much. Um, I was just talking about this with a friend earlier. It's like he was in Get Out and we just all latched on to him. And then after that, he's been kind of in this androgynous, not androgynous, what the hell, but this unique area in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying, girl? Like, he's cute in a artsy, definitely fartsy way. He looks dirty, but I wouldn't mind showering him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, So he's in this movie, and listen, let's keep it real. It's got him in the there's a nice little sex scene in there. I'm just keeping it funky with you. I'm just keeping it funky. Come on. And he's performing some cunnilingus. And it I want to go see that scene specifically. I've seen it, but I would like to go see it in person. Come on now. I mean, I will be. It's supposed to be about patriarch, or no, it's supposed to be about capitalism. And everyone's saying it's a weird movie. I think any movie with Lakeith Stanfield in it is weird. But I have a question. Are all movies, do all movies have to be super weird to get a point across? And I think yes. I think they do. Because no one really wants to go to a movie and get hit with a history lesson. Not really. Not really. I mean, we're living through some pretty fucked up history right now. I think I want to go and watch this freaking colorful pop movie that's going to talk to me about capitalism in a fun way, a weird way. I'm going to think about it later, not in a weird way. I mean, not in a bad way, but just in a weird, quirky, sexy way. Hey, I'll take the rose colored lenses right now, okay? It's crazy outside. So, like, yeah, dress it up to me in a nice little sparkly, uh, uh, um, a sparkly costume. I'll take it. It looks colorful. It looks fun. And how far is too far? Like, God is, first of all, the title. I sometimes it's just hard for me to wrap my mind around that it's called Is God Is. Um, but it caught my attention. I've been hearing good reviews about it too. Mixed reviews, but mostly good. Um, I'm very sensitive to trauma movies. I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I'm gonna go see Boosters first and for my perverted reason. But I am gonna watch it and bring my tissues with me. I feel like it's gonna be a tear jerker and an eye opener. But like, how how weird do the movies need to get their point across? Like, and how far is too far? Like that. I don't know if there's a limit. I don't know if there's a limit, and that's kind of frightening because they're already like showing softcore porn on the silver screen. So, like, are we just going to take it back to Boogie Nights? We might as well, just to prove a point. I mean, we might as well. Everything else, sex sells. So me. So I will be there, and I will be doing a review, okay? Because I want to talk to you about the movies I see and my thoughts on them. And I'm going to be doing that more often with you, sis. So don't even worry. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Oh, and they also have $1 hot dogs on Tuesday when I go. So I'll just do a review with you on Wednesday when I tune back in with y'all. All right, one more thing, and then I gotta go do my hair. They are coming out with robots, y'all. iRobot is happening. I just saw on the Shade Room, girl, that they are coming out with their first humanoid robot. 6 months away from it. You can purchase them with a down payment of $200. So you're just making it affordable to the everyday man. Do you think I'm a fucking idiot? Huh? I already have a computer listening to me, my TV listening to me, my laptop listening to me, my freaking AirPods listening to me, my freaking phone listening to me. And you really think I'm about to have a freaking walkable camera in here watching me smoke? Watching me have some fun with Rose Kwan? Oh my gosh. Does it vibrate? Okay, because we can put it to use now. But I don't know. Thank God the millennials or the people around my age are still talking about Will Smith and iRobot. I'm not a fool. I mean, like, it's cool to be in the electronic or technology boom, but wow, like, it's really happening. Wow. It's scary. You know what I'm saying? It's really getting dystopian. Hate that word, by the way. Everyone uses it. But it's really getting freaky out here. Y'all got to stay safe. But yeah, girl, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. It was nice talking to you. I'll be back on Friday and we'll talk then. Bye.